So that's really cool that you can use it with the camera on the top, which is obviously on the other side right now, and flip it over and you can use it with the camera on the bottom, which is very unique. I've never seen anybody else do that. Good, you can flip it back. So why is this special?
Why is it special? Well, first of all, you can use the camera in any orientation like we just talked about. It's mobile, it's on a cart, and it's really easy to move around. So we basically made this for open spaces. And really the science behind the camera on the top and on the bottom or the top, obviously, is the fact that some seats are low like this, right? And some seats are much higher. Some of you have this high boy long tables in rooms or in open spaces. So this way you can have a meeting really anywhere you want. If you have these massive open spaces with low tables and high tables, you can move them around as much as you want, and you always have the right orientation. So it gives you great optics. Obviously this is sensor we designed ourselves. Great optics, the audio is incredible, and then we have the digital cocoon that makes sure that only the audio in the digital cocoon is audible to everyone else in the park.
Open spaces can create a more inviting and collaborative work environment, whether it's a space for brainstorming, a place to learn, or an area for project teams to meet daily. In these scenarios, all-in-one solutions can be ideal as they can be moved around as needed. However, open spaces are often located in more open environments, where remote participants can be distracted by seeing and hearing things outside of the meeting. To address these challenges, we've enhanced our Right Sight 2 and Right Sound 2 technology to create something that's like a digital cocoon for meetings. Here's how it works. Start by defining a camera zone, and Rally Board will only frame people inside of the specified area. To help reduce unwanted environmental sounds, we are extending video zoning to include audio with a new feature we call Mic Zone. Mic Zone uses advanced beamforming microphones and our latest audio AI algorithms to detect and reduce unwanted sounds outside of the specified meeting area.
Now you have something else that's going on, which you've talked about before. It's now available in beta, called the Digital Cocoon. Can you explain to us a little bit what that is?
Yeah, when we go into the mic zone, right? So I am in the zone, and we'll wait for the camera to come back on. You're also in the zone. What I will do is I'll actually gradually walk away, and I'm sure audiences are able to hear me because I have the lapel mic. And as I get out of the zone and I continue to talk, you will see that my audio over there is starting to get slowly, dropped out.
So it's being attenuated. It's not being.
It'll attenuate it,
but it's being brought down.
Exactly.
So it's not really part of the focus.
Yes. So if you're in the remote side of it, and I'm now back in the green box, the people who are on the remote end, they get a less distracted meeting experience. So that's where the digital cocoon comes in, where now you have this setup where you're able to get both audio and video working together.
So if I have the Rally Board 65, how do I get a hold of the beta?
So all you have to do is go into the Sync beta channel. So on Sync, we have a public beta channel. You associate the device to that channel and you get an update immediately, and you're off to the races from that.
And this is something that we really want to make available to users as there are larger open meeting spaces coming in. And what we talked about earlier was that you don't want to release it finally GA until it's had a lot of use out in the field.
Exactly.
And in real world circumstances.
One of those things with any new feature is we'd like to always get feedback from our users and understand how they're planning to deploy these solutions. We are here in the InfoComm show floor, and we know we have chainsaws and a whole bunch of things going off. It's not a chainsaw there, but so we do want to understand how it's deployed. So then we can work on improving our algorithms. So when we say it is generally available, it is actually truly fully available for any kind of environment.
And let me just clarify again, the audio you're hearing from us is coming from these, our Saramonic microphones, not the board. So you're not getting the same feature. That's something you actually have to experience. You're able to see the video, but you'll have to get the audio in an in-person demo, which I assume people can do if they reach out to Logitech.
We have a YouTube tutorial that actually explains a lot of these feature sets and how it functions.
Terrific. Thank you very much for the demonstration.
Thank
I
you.
really appreciate it. Digital Cocoon.
Digital Cocoon.
Something that's going to be coming to the Rally Board 65.
With Mic Zone and Camera Zone.